Talk more about those two identities that came from that study in terms of the purpose-based and performance-based
Yeah.
self-narrative profiles.
So the purpose-based identity is interesting. Like if you looked at performance and you just look at the raw performance, when you look at some of the metrics at first is like, oh, they perform better. But as we dug into the data more, it became really interesting to see that actually in the purpose-based identity space, what you saw was a higher level actually of people who got gold medals or medals at the World Championships or the Olympics. The performance-based were more likely to get there. Purpose-based people were more likely to bring something home. This is where it became very clear that those in the performance-based identity space, they had higher levels of depression, of anxiety, of shame after a failed experience, a threat to themselves, where the purpose-based identity people, they had this sense of value that was beyond outside of sports, that was connected to something more. They had this idea of themselves that was a more global sense of self-worth and value. And they also had the social support that they could turn to. And so what was really inspiring for me to think about is like when the fuel is purpose, it's more of a sustainable fuel over time because you're being drawn to something often more than being pushed or driven. And